Blu-ray. Byun Woo-seok playfully pokes Kim Hye-yoon's face on the bed despite being stopped. Hello everyone, a warm and slightly pan news. We're so glad you're here. If you enjoy playful celebrity deep dives, with a wink and a heart, please support our channel, hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you won't miss the exclusive Blu-ray dives, silly commentary, and romantic detective work we love to bring you. Now, settle in, grab a cup of something sweet, and enjoy this behind-the-scenes scoop. It's one of those clips that makes you grin until your cheeks hurt. A quiet, off-the-cuff moment captured in a Blu-ray. Behind-the-scenes reel where two actors, Byun Woo-seok and Kim Hye-yoon, trade small, intimate gestures that read like a private language. In this particular sequence, the camera gives us a soft, unpolished peek into the in-between. Makeup chairs, costume racks, a bed used for a rehearsal, and that little orbit of classical K-drama charm that happens when two people clearly enjoy each other's company. If you watch closely, you'll notice Byun Woo-seok doing what mischievous romantic leads are fiendishly good at. He repeatedly teases Kim Hye-yoon's face, first the forehead, then the eyes, then the nose, a playful, persistent exploration of the small parts of a face people fall in love with. Even when the makeup artist pauses to fix a lash or blot a cheek, he can't keep his hands off it. As soon as there's a breath of stillness, he's back, nudging, poking, and grinning like someone who's discovered the greatest secret in the room. Meanwhile, Kim Hye-yoon responds like a very good co-star and an adorable rabbit. She burrows into his chest, soft and warm, as if the whole commotion is part of their private rehearsal ritual. And the scene gets even more cinematic when the makeup assistant, bless their sainted hands, has to physically pry Byun Woo-seok's fingers away so they can finish the touch-up. He complies for a beat, pretends to be serious, but then you can practically hear the impatience in his whisper. He's back at it again, playfully poking her eye, her nose, testing the boundaries of silliness and affection. Here's a fuller, translated passage taken from the Blu-ray material itself. We've kept the spirit and detail intact so you get the exact cozy mischief. He moved from forehead to eyes and then to her nose, unable to stop. Even when she was having her makeup done, a single pause in the routine was all it took. He would be back, poking at Kim Hye-yoon's eyes and nose. Kim Hye-yoon, meanwhile, tucked herself into Byun Woo-seok's arms like a well-behaved little rabbit. It got to the point where the makeup assistant had to pull his hands away so they could get on with the job. But his attention only lasted a moment. He sighed in an impatient way and immediately returned to fiddling with Kim Hye-yoon's face. Watching a Blu-ray behind-the-scenes clip like this, you can't help but think, aren't they practically confessing their love on camera? That last rhetorical question, aren't they basically confessing, is the kind of fannable moment that launches 1,000 comment threads. But whether they're acting, flirting for the camera, or simply two people who genuinely enjoy each other's company, what we see is an unguarded, tender connection that lights up even the smallest movements. Let's pause and appreciate two things that make this clip especially delicious for us editorial romantics. First, timing. Those little in-between beats, the seconds when the scripted action is on hold, reveal personality. An actor who can't stop teasing their co-star during a makeup break isn't hiding much. Second, the physical language. The gentle nuzzle, the protective arm, the hands that keep wandering back. These are tiny, almost accidental exposures of affection that feel more convincing than any staged confession. Of course, fans will argue about whether it's real. Some viewers will point out that rehearsed intimacy looks like real intimacy, and that professional actors are practiced at miming genuine emotion. Others, the romantic majority, will insist that a repeated, involuntary habit, like returning to poke someone's nose only, happens when comfort and affection are actually present. We like to sit on the fence with binoculars, taking copious notes and smiling a lot. We should also call out the comic charm of the makeup assistant's intervention. It's a classic humanizing detail. A third person who calmly enforces the rules, while the actors keep forgetting them. It transforms what could be a solemn, stay on task, reprimand into a playful tug of war that actually heightens the intimacy. You can imagine the assistant thinking, really, again, and yet smiling because the atmosphere is so light. Now, why does a 15-second Blu-ray clip become headline fuel? Partly because of our hunger for glimpses behind the curtain. We adore watching how Polished characters become real people when the cameras aren't filming the final cut. Partly because of the cultural love for slow, tender romance, every small gesture can be read as a line in a long, unwritten love letter, and partly because the rare, candid moment feels like a secret fans are gifted, a private wink slid into a public reel, and here's the real exclusive that has fans whispering in all corners of the internet. The Blu-ray doesn't just show playful poking, it also captures a fleeting off-camera moment, where Byun Woo-seok gently adjusts Kim Hye-yoon's hair, then leans in to say something only she could hear, her shy smile. In response is the kind you don't fake for the crew. That tiny, blink and you miss it gesture is now being hailed as the most convincing hint, yet that their bond goes far beyond scripted chemistry, a secret glimpse that feels less like acting and more like quiet proof of something real. Before we wrap up, a quick reminder from your faithful team: watch the entire video. We've embedded some special, exclusive tidbits in the later minutes, a couple of slow-motion frames, a close-up on a laughing breath, and one small editorial annotation that explains a detail most viewers miss on first pass. Those are the little delights we tuck into our Blu-ray dives because we know you love to discover the hidden crumbs. If you like this breakdown and want more, please show us some love. Subscribe to drop a like, and leave a comment below. Tell us, do you think the moment was scripted, or was that spark real? Which tiny gesture made your heart melt the most? Your engagement helps us make more of the content you adore. Suggested videos coming up on the channel. What we'll cook next if you support us. Blu-ray deep dives into other behind-the-scenes reels, full slow-motion breakdowns of romantic gestures, what the makeup artist saw, reaction pieces, fan theory roundtables, debating whether on-screen chemistry always equals off-screen romance, and translation plus analysis segments for international fans. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for being the kind of audience that not only loves to giggle and swoon with us, but also delights in piecing together every tiny clue like true romance detectives. Your curiosity, warmth, and playful spirit are what make this journey so much fun to share. Until the next Blu-ray mystery drops, we hope you'll continue to stay curious, stay cozy, keep your hearts wide open, and of course, keep shipping with the best taste and the brightest imagination.